Hello, we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Amanda Call. This is my channel, and this is a blank piece of paper. Um, as you can see, I haven't started what I'm going to work on yet. I have the lines of how big it's going to be and a couple little guidelines of stuff I need to watch out for. And I have some sketches which I will have off to the side here for my reference. And yeah, we will begin. And this I wish there was an easier way for me to like hold this notebook up where I can look at it easier, but it's probably gonna fall on me as I'm doing this, just cause that's how this goes. So roughly do. So how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is good. Just kind of very roughly sketching in where everything is going to be before I get to this is going to be the cover theoretically to the next volume of Age of Night because I have had all of the comic pages done for a while and I just haven't put it together into a book. I haven't done any of the things necessary to make it a book, like making a cover or compiling all the pages. So this is on the list of things that needs to get done in order for this to actually be a book. And so that's decided I'm going to start working on some of that on the stream because that seems like a good thing to do if I want to ever get to the point that this is done. Hey, Hungry, thanks so much for joining me. But also, yay, latest pages. Yeah. Oh, yo, the latest pages. Oh, I'm glad you like the way that they have been coming out. I've been rather excited about them. Even if I've been a little bit nervous that people are going to be like, what is going on here? What are you even doing? Because they are a bit different. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Not all right. We've got some background elements going on back here. Actually, I want that a little lower because I want to make sure that some of those guidelines are basically for so the cover for a book has to be like a full bleed, so it goes all the way to past the edge of what you actually end up seeing. Like they print it outside of the trim area, and then some little tiny bits of the edge of the image actually get cut off after it's printed, and so you have to leave like an area around the outer edge where nothing is critical in those spaces because they might get trimmed off, and you don't want it to be either actually trimmed off or like kissing the very edge of where it is trimmed, so you try to keep stuff kind of nudged in a little bit. And also this is fairly open up here because this is where the big Age of Night logo is going to go, and then down here is just everybody's kneecaps because down here is where it's going to say volume 4 and then title of volume 4 that I don't know what it is. Cosmology and mythology. Ah, thanks. So I will say that the cosmology and the mythology is not all me. So I've had Matt, my friend from college, as a creative contributor. He was part of the concept development, and some of that concept development, like that's some of that is stuff that we came up with at like the very beginning and just hasn't been like in the story yet because it hasn't been, as super relevant. But now it's getting to a point where it's more relevant in the story. So it's coming to the fore. And I mean not all of it is that old. I don't Part of the problem too is that because it's from so long ago, I don't even remember like necessarily at which point I developed some of it versus when we developed some of it together. I think the broad strokes of like what is happening in this current interlude 4 is stuff that Matt had come up with in just like a very loose like fairy tale kind of way, and then I've been refining and adding a lot of little bits too over the years. If any of that made any sense whatsoever. Okay, we're gonna start. I need my kneaded eraser. I would like to lighten up some of these lines without completely obliterating them. And why this is the problem with kneaded erasers is they get little bits of things in them. Like I don't want to smear little bits of who knows what all over. All right, we're going to start tightening this up a little bit. miss the bags with the eraser dust in them. Oh, yeah, those things. I haven't seen one of those in, like, forever. This is like a kneaded eraser is just like it's just like a piece of putty. And eventually they just get too gross to continue using. You have to get a new one. Although the nice thing about it is because they're like putty, like they're a little bit sticky and I can just kind of like smush it on my desk and it just stays there. That's convenient. That is too long. Those swords are not that long. All right, I need to look up what is I'm gonna bring up some of my old drawings. What does everybody look like in this scene? All right. Okay. We're getting hey, it's Alan Barr. We're gonna get a little bit more detail on Phil's face here. What's Mr. Alan Barr up to tonight? Lettering. That is not my favorite of the comic related tasks. Go out of my way to do it. I find it so zen. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think I like hand lettering. Uh, Computer lettering, as with pretty much all computer related tasks, I just get angry at the computer at some point for not reading my mind and just doing the thing I want it to do. Okay, this is ultimately going to be a colored pencil piece, not inked. So I gotta like be pretty specific with my pencil lines here in a way that I'm not always when I'm going to be inking. I also don't want to get too heavy-handed because I want to be able to pretty much get these pencil lines to disappear. Ah! Fell in his little scarf. He's always got to have a little scarf. Okay, my piece of paper is like bouncing while I'm trying to draw on it. That's very annoying. Something about making art with words I love that you love about lettering. It's not just writing, it's about physically or digitally placing letters and creating art that adds and support. Yes, that is very cool. That is very cool and good, and I like that. I do think that lettering done well is a really, really cool art form. I personally just find trying to pull it off can be a little bit more frustrating when doing it digitally than anything. I love doing it traditionally. I love hand lettering and I love integrating it into the artwork. Trying to do digital lettering just makes me a little bit irritated. Ah, there goes my eraser. Okay. You always let me know when you need digital help. Aw. Well, thank you, Alan. Next time I have a project where I would need a digital letterer, I'll just hire you. Be like, here you go. Knock yourself out. No, I wouldn't want you to do it. You wouldn't know what the hell you're doing. Not you, Alan. Derek's kibitzing out of frame here. He's like, "Well, you wouldn't let me do it." It's like, "No, I wouldn't let you do it because you don't know anything about graphic design or lettering or any of that. That is not within your skill set, sir." Derek can do it, and I can claim I did it. No, please don't do that. Precisely the sort of thing that he would do just to be like, "Ha ha ha. I'll watch my wife lose her mind."
Absolutely insane. That's what I dropped my wife.
Why is your eye looking so large there, sir? What is going on? Is that better? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's better. So, what has been going on this past week? I am getting ready to head to PAX East tomorrow. I have like PAX East starts, technically, it starts on Thursday. I have to have like a mostly regular day at home and then leave like mid afternoon to go catch a train down to Boston. So I have to work in the morning and then I'm going to be catching the train in the afternoon. I would have liked to have, well, catching the train in the evening. I have to drive for a while before I can catch the train. Would have liked to have taken the afternoon train and gotten there in the evening instead of getting there like really late at night tomorrow, which is what's going to happen. But the only way that I could get from work to catch the train in time would be if I drove criminally and unsafely fast. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. That's why I'm catching the evening train. That's why I'm catching the evening train. I'm not gonna do that. So I'll be getting to Boston pretty late tomorrow. But then I'm going to be there all weekend for PAX East, which will be a fun time. I will be working in the Free League booth for show hours and then after hours. Well, before and after hours, because I mean, stuff doesn't start until like 10 o'clock. So before and after hours, I'll be around to like socialize and meet up with people and all that fun stuff. Fell in his furry boots. I love his furry boots. They're so silly. Yay. All right. I have precisely one figure drawn in. Well, I mean, there's more stuff like sketched in. We're we're making some progress. It's just it's just a little slow. That's all. Partially because I don't want to rush it and have it look bad. All right, I gotta find what is this character looking like in this particular chapter? What do we got going on here? Nope, 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 nope. Okay. What's going on with footwear? What are you wearing? What are you wearing on your feet, person? I don't remember. Do 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 do. Just like tall boots, it looks like something like that. Sure, we'll go with that. This particular scene is from like one of the early chapters of this volume, so it's been a minute since I've had to draw some of these people. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Forward, forward, forward. All right. Hopefully by the end of this, we'll at least have like 2 characters done. That would be nice. Now the paper is sticking to my arm. Sure, why not? All right. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it, Jason. Do. All right. Okay. Why do I add all these little details to my character designs? I just gotta keep drawing them over and over again later. Seems like a bad plan. What is going on? Why can I not draw a straight line all of a sudden? There we go. I don't want that outer curve of the cape to look exactly the same as the one next to it. That's just a little bit goofy looking. Okay, we have 2 whole characters. We've got 15-ish minutes left at this point. Can we get another character in here? Let us see. we've got some parts of a character starting to form here. And it helps in drawing this character that she is mostly hiding behind another character. I also feel like I need to sharpen my pencil a little bit. All right, I'm going to try to finish up this character. We're in the last 10 minutes of the stream. And so as I'm working on finishing this character, we will do the YouTube things. I'll remind you, I'm Amanda Call, and this is my channel. Aw, thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. This is my channel here on YouTube, where about once a week, I usually do a live stream where I work on some art. It's usually Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. If for whatever reason it's going to be a different time, I try to post about it. But if you subscribe, then you will be likely to catch it whenever it happens. Or like see when I post about not having things happen at the normal time. All right. Very frequently here on this channel, you can find me working on my webcomic, Age of Night. And this is actually, instead of an Age of Night page, this is actually the cover for the next volume of Age of Night that I am working on right now. You can read all of Age of Night online for free at ageofnight.com. That's AGEOFNIGHT.com. Other than bonus material, all the pages that will be in volume 4 are up on the website at this point. I've just been slow about getting them collected into a print book because life, which this is part of what I'm doing, is trying to get that project done. So it will be able to come out sooner rather than later, is the idea. And while you can read all of Age of Night for free, you also have plenty of cool options to help support me. I have Patreon where you can get all of your comics a week early and just help support me making art. You get other cool perks depending on your support level as well. And that's patreon.com/Age of Night, spelled just the same as the webcomic. You can also follow me on various social media platforms. I can be found to varying levels of active versus just kind of lurking on most of them as either Age of Night or Amanda Call Art. Eh, That's supposed to be in front of this. I need to clean up that hand a little bit. All right, so we have three. We have three completed figures anyway. So we still have 2.5. It's two humans and a cat left to draw in here, as well as all of the various background things. We will see if we can manage to get the drawing part of this done next time. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me, and I will see you next week. Bye.